if you haven't seen this organist, you've been living under a rock, folks. Because let me tell you, I know that I've been on Facebook, and most of you guys have been on Facebook, have seen this organist. She has one of her videos. I dare say that the guest that we have today is probably one of the most viewed organist. I'm not female organist, right? Organist in gospel. I believe that her video had almost 1 million views, folks. 1 million views. I mean, I wonder. Let me bring her on. Just before I even start, let me just ask this one question. I'm just wondering. Hold up. I'm just wondering real quick. Like when you go to Walmart, do people do they say, "Hey," like, do you have it at that level yet? Like, you're going to Walmart, "Hey, mommy, there she is." Like, do you get that? Like, do you get people who recognize you and stuff like that?
It
Yeah,
does. Stuff can get a little weird sometimes.
it gets.
And I went to a random church. I'm good for just going to random places. I just, people ask me, "Hey, will you?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm starting to realize I can't do that with 1 million people, but I do. So I went to this church in Chicago, and I didn't even know I was being recorded. And the organist, I know his name now. His name is Darius Witherspoon, and he was recording me. Didn't have a clue he was recording me. So, and then he held on to the video for like 2 years, never posted it, never did anything with it. Then out the blue, he posted the video one day on Facebook initially. And the video, as of today, has almost 5 million views on Facebook.
5 million?
Almost 5 million on
What the?
Facebook. And
I thought.
the same video is on YouTube. And that one has I don't know, almost close to 1 million.
Wait a minute. Okay, so let me get this straight. So you forgot about the video. You probably forgot about that day and everything.
It really, because I wasn't, when you go through life and when it's not about, anything but ministry. I mean, you kind of don't really focus on who's watching and who's recording you and what they're gonna do with the video. Or
KB says he's trying to figure out how to get her autograph over Zoom. So let me ask you. Let me ask you this. So as a result of all of that, what came with that? Like, were you get hit up? I mean, I'm sure that you're. I
I mean,
mean,
it opened a lot of doors. I'll say that, doors that I am eternally grateful that they opened. I've gotten to go a lot of places. I mean, from things as minor as, and I don't think it's minor, but everything that God graces to do, I think is major. But some people have just saw my video and said, "Hey, I'm gonna fly you out here. Can you play at my birthday party?"
oh my goodness.
It's been church services. It's been music workshops. It's been
Wow.
opportunities where I've just been in the right place at the right time, and I've gotten to play for some major gospel artists, not because they called me, but because I was just at the right place at the right time. I mean, and I must say, I know you guys are probably gonna look at me crazy when I say this. I don't think that I'm just the. I don't think I'm all of that. I think I sound okay. I think what
Uh,
I think what opens the doors for me. This is just me thinking.
okay.
I think it's more so just my character. I think
Hmm.
it takes me places that my gift could have never taken me. I mean, I know a lot of people that play way better than me, and they're sitting at home and they're never,
Hmm.
getting opportunity to go anywhere. So yeah, your gift can open doors, but your character is what allows you to stay there. So
Oh, she's speaking the word right now, and I'm just watching these comments, man. This is amazing. I really love your humility because it would be very hard. A lot of people, they can't, if they get, depending on how much power or influence they get, it tends to corrupt. And I'm just amazed that you've retained this level of humility and service in ministry. So did someone take you under their wing and teach you? Were you self-taught? Did you have a parent? Did you have a teacher? Like, tell us what your story is in terms of how you learned and also your influence.
my mother, she always wanted to play, and she
Okay.
never quite got to the point where she could play. But I'm told that when she was pregnant, she used to put headphones over her belly, and
Oh.
listen to the music, so I'm told. And so I guess around about 3 or 4 years old, I showed an interest in piano. And my parents, they paid, put me in music lessons. I went to a music school called Music Net, and I was going there, and my parents got frustrated with me after about the 6th month of me going because they felt like I wasn't interested. They said, "Oh, this girl don't want to play no piano." They snatched me out of lessons. That was really the best thing they could have ever done for me, because the truth of the matter was I was bored going to the lessons, because it's like they, I don't know, it was like they was kind of moving too slow for me. It really wasn't like, come on, man, what you doing? So when they got out of the lessons, I just started playing at church. I was about 4 or 5 years old, and my pastor one Sunday, because when it comes to churches, there's always a revolving door when it comes to musicians. And so born in the church, grew up in the church, she said, "Well, I'm gonna anoint your hands." And I know a lot of us, we may think, "Oh, that ain't working," but no, she anointed my hands when I was about 4 or 5 years old. And she prayed that God would anoint my hands to play. Now, mind you, I haven't taken a lesson since. I probably need to take some lessons now.
Wow.
But I haven't taken a lesson. Of course, I had people that stopped by the church, showed me a note or two here and there, a chord or two here and there. But I can really say, man, everything I know God taught me. I mean,
Wait, hold up, everybody. I want everybody to understand what she just said. She went to a music place. She was pulled out. The lady anointed her hands, and she never took another music lesson. Am I hearing you correctly? And you never took another music lesson after that. That's a powerful. Listen, you heard it. You heard it first on Sean Wilson Piano. That's all I'm saying. You heard it first on Sean Wilson Piano. Okay, because that's an amazing story. And guys, I don't know about you guys. I'm ready. Okay, everybody's saying yes. All right, good. Now, when she's playing, I'm going to try to see if I can adjust the sound and everything to make sure that we're hearing you coming in nice and clear. Okay, all right. All right, Dominique, go ahead. Herman's face. She's turning it around, folks. She went to the 6. My weak applause, man. Okay.
it's a little rough today playing.
Nah, you sound just fine. Trust me, you sound just fine. Let me just ask you a quick question though. There was a couple of arpeggio. Okay, so Dominic, just to remind you, so since we have a musician group, a lot of them are going to be wanting some specifics. So can you? There was a couple runs you did there, and let me do this, guys. Hold on for a second, because before she shows up, if you can kind of remember what some of those things are, I'm going to see if I can change my screen. Comfortable just putting their stuff out there, even if they're not the best musician. Is there something you can say to them, to just encourage them to just participate and release their
Yeah.
stuff, even before they feel like they've made it?
What I would say in regards to that is imagine having a box of crayons, right? And in this box, it's 24 different colors. And some colors may feel a little bit inadequate because they're not used as often, they don't color much, they don't do much. But the reality of it is, all of us, we are symbolic to that box of crayons. And imagine what would the grass do if there wasn't a green crayon in the box? What would the sky do if there wasn't a blue crayon in the box? What would the sun do if there weren't a yellow crayon in the box? So the moral of the story is that be your color, because it's, you're going to get used eventually. You know what I'm saying? There's something for all of us to do, and we have to realize that there's no big I's and little U's. We're all equal. We're all important. It takes all of us to make this box of crayons,
Oh,
all of us.
wow.
All of us.
Every color is important.
Every color counts. And check this out, even the crayons that are broken count.
Oh.
I was in his bedroom and they had a lot of broken crayons on the floor. And I thought to myself, I was sweeping them up and I was getting ready to throw them in the garbage. Then God, he caught me. He said, don't you know broken crayons still color? So even if your crayon is broken, it still colors. You know what I'm saying? So
Mark, you're right with her, man. Like you're like, if she was preaching, Mark would be right up there, man. Man, you guys, y'all tell me what you guys think of this. We're gonna go ahead and let you go, but have you guys been encouraged from today's session? Have you been uplifted? This is why we're here, just to hear people's story. For me, it's so nice hearing this, because when we see people, we see all the big views, and we think they're going to come in here, because you talk about pressure. But the thing is, we think you're going to come in here superstar, like, I look at, who are you guys? And you're just coming in like, huh?
Can I say one thing to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Emphasize about the broken crayons. It's because I'm the broken crayon. You guys, you wouldn't know that oftentimes when I'm posting my videos and you guys are over there like, oh man, that's because I've been through some pain. There's some stuff that broke me, some things that have hurt me, and I'm that broken crayon, and God is still using me, and that's what's so amazing about God. God specializes in broken things.
And I was going to ask you, do you have anything that you've done, a way that we can support you somehow, like anything that you've released, anything like that I can pull up and maybe share with them?
I have a song that's out. I don't proclaim to be a singer at all, but I wrote the song.
Oh wow!
On you, you can find it on all digital outlets. But beyond that, I have something else that's getting ready to come out that I think more so defines who I am, musically.
Well, let's say the name of the song, and then whoever, Jada or somebody, if you guys can post a link to that, because I want everybody to have an opportunity to go check that out and support her if they can. So
yeah, it's called On You.
Waiting on You.
Dominique Johnson. So
okay, and iTunes, they can find it on iTunes.
Find it on any digital outlet.
Oh, for real? Okay, cool. So and you're singing on that.
Yeah, but I'm really, I think
that's what I'm saying. You're not a singer.
No, I want you to hear the message. It ain't even.
But that's my point. She's saying that she's not a singer, but she still released a song with her singing. See, that proves my point. Like, you know what I'm saying? I haven't heard the song, but that's the point, is that as a musician, it flows out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a singer because it's coming from your heart. right? So, and the fact that you released that is amazing. And guys, we have thank you KV. He shared it in Apple, and got some people are coming up. There's a Spotify. Jada's got it in Amazon. Andrea's got it in YouTube. Thank you guys so much. So, as you can see, we support you here. So, if there's anything